Welcome to Wales again. I'm in Snowdonia, just above Llanberis. Sarah's gone to Wales for a weekend with the family, and I say the family, 15,000 kids from the family to a holiday park in Wales. So I just thought, me and the dog, rather than sitting there watching crap on the telly, we thought we would just come sleep in the hills. Found this place on Google Maps, and I've never really found a high up point on Google Maps before and had it come off, but this place seems to hit the spot. I'll show you now. Lads in the car park in a convertible car. Looks like they're having a good time. Put it this way, Bob Marley be friends with them. They're soaking in the atmosphere. But as you can see, the clouds starting to come in now over the hills. But the forecast is fairly sunny in the morning, so hopefully we'll get something half decent. I have made a catastrophic error. I've brought a reckless Labrador, chocolate Labrador, all wired differently. Granted, he's old, he's a bit calmer than he used to be, but he's still a bit of an idiot. I've brought him to the land of sheep and forgot to bring his harness and his lead. What a dick. So I just walked him round the corner and I can't take him any further. So I think what I might have to do, when these two Bob Marley impressionists get off, I think I might have to go for a bit of a walk myself and just lock him in the van, because the last thing I want is for him to be scaring sheep, and the second to last thing I want is for him to be getting shot by a bloody farmer. So luckily we haven't got any plans to go too far, although we did want to explore a little bit in the morning. But what can you do? I just came here for a recce for this location really, because me and Sarah will definitely be coming back here in the future. Didn't get much film tonight because we had Bob Marley and his twin having a good time right in front of the van, and they left about 9 o'clock maybe. But there's another couple of guys. There's only a little car park here, probably enough room for 3-4 cars max. There's another couple of guys turned up in a tiny little van. So I have got a bit of company tonight, but they're quite chilled out, relaxed, so everything's fine. I only came here as a recce, just to see if it was worth coming back in the future. And it is. Maybe during the week or during the winter when it's a bit quieter, because if 2 or 3 people are here, then all of a sudden it's full. The idea is to get up in the morning. The forecast said it's a bit cloudy, a bit sunny, so we might get a little bit of a sunrise in the morning. So we get up about 5, see how we get on. So what we'll probably do is just have a quick wander around here, set off early, maybe drive over to my mum's in Conway, see if she's up. We're off to bed now. Aren't we, boy? Going to sleep? Yeah. Boy. Fat lad sharing the bed with me tonight. Although he doesn't really do sharing. See you in the morning. Good morning. Time is now 6:30. I did set my alarm for 5 o'clock, but I seen it was quite cloudy and thought, sod that. Last night wasn't the best night. As good as Oscar is, he didn't get up and start licking my face. He does tend to run in his sleep. So the van was rocking and he was scratching the sides of the van with his claws because he was running. And then he wakes up and licks his lips for 10 minutes. Or his bits. One of the two. 1:30, somebody turned up in a car and couldn't turn round. There wasn't enough space to turn around here, so there was a lot of revving and precarious movements going on. To top it all off, I had toothache. Oh, and my head was slightly lower than my feet. So I had to prop myself up with pillows and that, so while camping's ace, give it a go. So what I'm hoping to do now, to have a coffee. God, I'm so tired. Perhaps get the drone out just to have a look at the area. And then I might just go home, go to bed. Yeah, see how it goes. So I think I mentioned it earlier, we're a bit limited as to where we can walk, and I think the furthest we can go is this little abandoned shepherd's cottage, which is literally 100 yards from the van, because idiot here forgot to lead. Hey, Oscar, So we're just going to have to make do with what we've got. Surroundings are great. You know, the hills are looking good. The weather's nice. The wind was quite low as well. So we managed to get the drone out and have a little look around, but I'm trying to save, start walking, otherwise he starts wandering. He stands still. He sees it as fair game to just go off on his own. You start walking, he's like, oh, you got treats, I'll follow you. Yeah, so what I was trying to say is, I want to save exploring this area for when me and Sarah come back, because we want to get up onto the slate mine, or slate quarry, sorry. I've seen pictures and what have you, and it looks quite really interesting, and I think this may be the area where it's just been awarded the UNESCO World Heritage, but that might be a different quarry somewhere else in North Wales. Look at that. I love the morning light catching the tops. Reminds me when we used to go wild camping in a tent. So the time is now 7:30. It's cracking on. I think I'll go and get a Starbucks from the local service station, even though I brought me coffee bags, and those coffee bags, I think it's called the Little Coffee Bag Company, and blend number 1, oh, just stunning. I got 150 bags delivered yesterday. It's real coffee in a bag. I'm sure you've heard it all before, but these particular ones, I think they're gorgeous. So, but I can't be arsed making a brew right now, so I'm going to Starbucks. Might even have a number 2 while I'm there. This camera's getting heavy, not used to vlogging with a proper camera. So, all in all, despite the lack of views last night, change hands. Despite the lack of views last night, and despite the very close company last night, and despite the shocking sleep I had last night, I reckon I got 2 to 3 hours maximum. Most people might think that's fine. I'm an 8-hour plus lad. Don't have kids, do I? Let's stop waffling and go home.